Good evening, everyone, and welcome to CHS Stadium, where we are getting ready here for an excellent night of some Legion baseball. I'm your announcer, Alex Susko, and it's a beautiful evening. Great night for some baseball. We got North St. Paul and Tri-City Maroon up here first. Tri-City Maroon, as you can see there, is up to bat first. It'll be Micah Smith for Tri-City Maroon, and he gets a hit there. It'll be close, and they'll get him out. So Smith is thrown out at first. Kohler Lehman now up to bat. Pitch is wide there. So I'm not sure what the issue is here, but the catcher ran off maybe to get a different glove. Not sure, but back in the action here. Kohler Lehman up to bat. Gets a piece of it there, but it's going to be foul. And North St. Paul has struggled a bit here this season, going winless so far. Had a couple games where they've come close, but a lot of games where they just haven't been able to get their stride, and it's turned into something ugly. But we'll see how they handle it coming out of the gate here. I think it's important for them to get off to a good start here against Tri-City Maroon, who is a beatable team. As you see, Kohler Lehman there get a nice hit, and another throw out at first. So the throws coming in here early for North St. Paul. That's 2 outs out of the gate, which will send Cody Glasheen to the plate. And he gets a nice hit, but that's going to be a foul ball. Outfielder wasn't able to come down with it or get there in time. So Glasheen will head back. If you're North St. Paul, this is how you wanted to come out. Getting 2 outs, nobody on base. Be a good start if you can close this out without any Tri-City Maroon player getting on base. And got a piece of it there. This should be catchable. It is. So fly out, and 3 batters and 3 outs there. So North St. Paul looking strong early on. And we go into the bottom of the first. with North St. Paul's first at bat. We'll see how they come out on that end, but definitely a strong start on the pitching end and fielding end. But like I was saying, North St. Paul has had sort of a rough start to the season here. 0-7 is their record. They're down there in 6th place. Tri-City Maroon has had struggles of their own. They're in 4th place with 3-5 record. They were able to snatch a couple wins against teams that are higher than them in the standings, but haven't gotten a real footing as one of the superior teams this season. But North St. Paul has struggled quite mightily here at the start and still looking for their first win. But like I said, Tri-City Maroon is a beatable team. They certainly have their strengths. They're certainly a streaky team and can get hot, but also have long stretches of vulnerable play. So a beatable team for sure, but you don't want to let them get the leg up on you if you're North St. Paul. You want to make sure they're not, you're not fighting an uphill battle the entire game. And it looks like for Tri-City Maroon, Glasheen will start as the pitcher. Number 3 there. So we'll see how he starts on that end. Of course, Tri-City Maroon is playing in both our games tonight. We're doing the double header, so they're playing in both of our games. So the rotations will look a little bit different between the games. And we'll get our first look at the North St. Paul batters here. With number 3, Tyler Shaw. Tyler Shaw, the center fielder for North St. Paul. We'll see if he can get North St. Paul a strong start on the batting end here. That pitch is going to be wide. That pitch was well inside. So he'll walk. So 4 pitches and 4 balls there, and Tyler Shaw will walk to first. So already with a runner on base for North St. Paul. Going to be Jonah Peterson up to bat now. And an attempted steal of the base. He'll get there and more. He'll go all the way to third. So took the gamble on the steal of second. The throw was off, which meant he could advance to third base. So contact with it here, and I do have a correction. That's actually number 29, Sean Lethert for North St. Paul. My mistake. Pitch is high and wide there, so North St. Paul in a strong position early with a runner on third. putting the pressure on Glasheen. A delay in the action here as one of the gates needs to be closed. Pitch is up, made contact with it, but that's going to be foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. Pitch is up, swing and a miss, so a nice strikeout there. Which will send out number 16, Noah Gabriel. He's the second baseman for North St. Paul. So Glasheen came through with the nice strike out there. We'll see if he can repeat that result here. That pitch was a little high, so we'll get two balls here. There's a nice hit, and that'll send a runner home, and that'll be a nice single for Gabriel. So North St. Paul, we said they wanted to get off, or they needed to get off to a good start. They score the first run of the game. And are still looking for more with a runner on first. Up now is Andrew Strugar at bat. The first baseman for North St. Paul. That pitch is outside. Glasheen feeling the pressure from Gabriel on first. Thought there might have actually been an opportunity there for Gabriel to steal after the throw from the pitcher, but he wasn't in a position to do so. Leading off now, you can see Glasheen keeping his eye over there. Pitch is up, that one is high. So 2-2 count here. Another ball, so full count. Pitch is up, makes good contact with it, but this should be catchable. The first baseman gets it there. So a fly out for Strugar. 2 outs now, but still an opportunity to continue some damage if Owen Markfort Still with a runner on first, gets a piece of it there. It's going to be foul. That pitch was outside. And a swing and a miss there. So we'll strike them out and we'll go to the top of the second with North St. Paul already on the board with 1 run, 1-0. We'll see how Tri-City Maroon can respond. Pitching for North St. Paul is Ian Krosky, number 6 there. Did well in that first inning with Tri-City Maroon only getting 3 batters, or the first 2 thrown out at first and the last one Glasheen with a fly out. And up to bat first here for Tri-City Maroon at the top of the second is number 12, Elliot Gustafson. And pitches up, makes great contact with it, but this one should be catchable. And it is. Early fly out there. And Tri-City Maroon not having a ton of luck with where their balls are going right to the outfielders of North St. Paul. As we see Sarah Lampy now up to bat. Contact there, but that'll go out, so I have to take another crack at it. Pitches up, that one was inside. Makes good contact there, but it'll be foul unless it's caught, which it is. So yet another fly out here, and now we already got 2 outs. So continuing the momentum of the first inning, it's going to have to be number 10, Jack Townsend, who keeps Tri-City Maroon alive here at the top of the second. And pitch is up. Ian Krosky right now feeling little pressure. Again, 2 outs, nobody on base. Makes contact there. This is going to be close. Actually, it wasn't that close. Pretty obviously out there at first. And so again, 3 batters, 3 outs. North St. Paul with an excellent hot start to this game. We'll see how Tri-City Maroon responds here, but so far they haven't been having a lot of luck on the batting end. They allowed 1 run there in the bottom of the first for North St. Paul. North St. Paul looking to continue that momentum. And up to bat first here in the bottom of the second will be Jonah Peterson, center fielder for North St. Paul, one of the center fielders. Glasheen will stay as the pitcher for Tri-City Maroon. Pitch is up, took a swing at it, and he'll be struck out. So good pitching there from Glasheen. We'll set up Ian Krosky. He's been the pitcher so far for North St. Paul. He's done an excellent job there. We'll see what he can do on the batting end. So he's made contact with a couple of them, but it's gone foul. Nicked that one as well. So staying alive here. Makes good contact there, but this should get there, and it does. So he's thrown out at first. So now the pressure is on Dustin Schultz to keep North St. Paul's hopes of a run at the bottom of this inning. Big swing there, but no good. And there we go. That should get him at least on first. We'll see. Yeah, he'll stop at first base. So a nice single there from Schultz to keep North St. Paul batters out there and set up Kyle Plumley, the first baseman, to see what kind of damage he can do. So 2 strikes here for Plumley. Runner on first. Pitch is up. And this one should be catchable by the center fielder, and it is. So made good contact, but went right to the center fielder. So that'll be a fly out, and Tri-City Maroon will get by in that second inning without allowing any runs. So quick moving game here so far. Tri-City Maroon has only gotten 6 batters up. 6 batters, 6 outs. So they really need to pick it up on the batting end. But credit to Ian Krosky, the pitcher for North St. Paul. He's done an excellent job keeping things unpredictable. Of course, a number of those outs have been flyouts and throwouts, which means Tri-City Maroon is making decent contact with the ball. It just ends up going right to the outfielder, being put in a position for a play to be made. But if there's the sort of the optimistic view of what Tri-City Maroon has done so far, is that their batters are making contact with it. It's just not going right now to the places they want it to go. But if they can keep making good contact with the ball, ultimately it'll start to come down in places that serve them better, and North St. Paul will start to feel some of that pressure. So to start things off here in the top of the third, pitch is up, and that'll be a walk. So for the first time this game, Tri-City Maroon has a runner on base. Aiden Helly up now to bat. Aiden Helly, a bigger guy, a lot of power in that swing. So if he can connect at the ball here, could spell some danger for North St. Paul. So Ian Krosky has to think strategically about what he's going to send Helly's way. We got some clouds coming in, blocking some of our sun. Wild pitch there. Will get Helly on the helmet and another walk. So now North St. Paul has walked both batters this inning for Tri-City Maroon, and now with 2 runners out there and 0 outs, Tri-City Maroon is looking at their first good position this game as Logan Nisi up. Take a swing there and miss. Makes contact here, but this should be catchable, and it is. So Nisi's thrown out, or fly out there, and Tri-City Maroon back to the start of their rotation. Now with Micah Smith. Micah Smith was thrown out at first in his first at-bat. We'll see what kind of damage he can do here. He's in a good position, only 1 out and 2 runners out there. Makes great contact with it, and that'll come down. So a runner will come home for Tri-City Maroon, as it'll be a base hit for Smith, but he'll send a runner home and tie up this game. Tri-City Maroon still in a position to do some damage as Kohler Lehman now looking at the same situation. 2 runners out there on first and second, only 1 out. Pitches up, Kohler Lehman right to the shortstop, and he blew the throw. So this will advance all the runners. Another run comes in. Tri-City Maroon now starting to pick it up, and North St. Paul really does not want this to turn into a giant run, but now runners on second and third, setting up Glasheen. Glasheen, a very capable batter. This could be dangerous here. Makes contact with it there. They'll get him out at first, but another run comes home. So Glasheen thrown out at first, but now Tri-City Maroon improving on their lead, now up to 3-1. With still a runner on third. So Gustafson in a position to send another run home if he can get a solid hit here. And Krosky has got to keep his composure here. And a great hit there. That one will come down and another run will come home. So solid single for Gustafson there, but another run comes in, and Tri-City Maroon is not finished yet here in the top of this third inning. Sarah Lampy now, runner on first. Sarah Lampy, there's 2 outs, but if he can knock one down, Tri-City Maroon can continue this run they're on. And another blown throw at first will mean that the runner can advance to second. So now Sarah Lampy, an even better position for him. Runner on second. And the pitch is up, and this one should be catchable. No, it comes down, and so another run will come home, and Sarah Lampy will make it all the way to third. So a triple for Sarah Lampy as the ball went over the head of the outfielder. And now things starting to look kind of bad for North St. Paul, as you need to stop this bleeding now. 5-1, a runner on third. Townsend up to bat. He was thrown out at first in his last at bat. We'll see if he can get a hit here. Pitch almost hit Townsend, but well inside, and Krosky's got to keep his composure enough to finish this inning out without any more damage, as there's a hit there. It could be close, but that throw is there, and so he'll get thrown out at first. And a great inning for Tri-City Maroon as they finally get something going on the batting end. North St. Paul is going to have to come back with a response, but now it's North St. Paul that's playing uphill, down 5-1. Sheen will stay as the pitcher for Tri-City Maroon. North St. Paul should be back to the start of their batting rotation here, bottom of the third. Yes, so it'll be Tyler Shaw in his first at-bat. He was walked. So we'll see here what he can do in his second at-bat. Pitches up. That pitch is low. And a great hit there, but will that'll come down foul. So really close. Had that come down inbounds, you'd be looking at probably at least a double there, but fortunately for Shaw, it does not. Now he's sitting with 2 strikes here. So full count now for Shaw. See what happens here. Pitches up. Took a swing at it. That thing is out of here, but in the wrong direction. So foul ball. And struck him out there. So a nice pitch from Glasheen to get the strikeout. It's close to being a little bit high, but they call it a strike, and 1 out here. Tri-City Maroon. It'll be up to Lethert to make something of this. Third in his first at-bat was struck out. Glasheen would like to repeat that result here. But nothing doing as he'll walk him. So North St. Paul with a runner out there now. Last time, they've been relatively good once they have a runner out there insofar as stealing bases and running when the ball touches the ground. So it would be huge for North St. Paul to get some runs in here, break into that Tri-City Maroon lead. Noah Gabriel at bat. Noah Gabriel was able to get on base in his last at-bat, hitting a single. If he can do that again here, it'll advance Lethert. Pitches up and struck him out. So 2 outs now with a runner out there. Strugar up to bat, and in his first at bat it was a fly out, so he was able to make contact with the ball, just came down in a spot. It's inconvenient or unfortunate for him. Great pitch from Glasheen there. Three balls and a strike here, so Glasheen and another walk. So now North St. Paul has 2 runners out there. Mark Fort. Actually, a correction on that. I believe this is Carter Schneider. Information provided to me was not correct. So Glasheen with 2 runners out there. Has 2 outs. He's going to want to close it out here without the runners advancing. And there's a strikeout. So we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. With Tri-City Maroon holding their lead of 5-1. So Ian Kroski staying out there as the pitcher for North St. Paul. We'll see how he recovers from that last inning where Tri-City Maroon was able to get in 5 runs, retake the lead here. We'll also see how Tri-City Maroon responds. If they can continue that hot streak. Here we go, top of the fourth. Great hit there. And what should have been just a single turns into a double off the blown pickup from the outfielder. So excellent start to the inning here with a runner already on second, no outs. See how Helly can respond. Pitches up, swing there, that'll be a foul ball. In Helly's first at bat, he was walked. Another foul ball there. Ended up swinging at that one. That was well inside. I almost hit him, but bad swing and a miss there for the first out. See how Nisi can respond. Big swing there, unable to connect. Pitches up, big swing there also, but nothing doing. So a nice strikeout for Krosky. Now 2 outs. Tri-City Maroon still has a runner on second, back to the start of their rotation with Smith. That one will go foul. Pitch was well inside, and it's going to advance the runner to third. So now Tri-City Maroon in a position to send the runner home if Smith can connect with this one and get on base. Connects with it, but this will be an easy out at first. So thrown out at first, and North St. Paul prevents Tri-City Maroon from expanding their lead, but North St. Paul now is going to have to figure out a way to get some more runs on the board, as they haven't scored since that first inning. And with every inning that goes by, it just becomes harder and harder to come back. Tri-City Maroon has pitched well, you know, after that, letting that first run go in the first inning. They really responded well and haven't really allowed North St. Paul to get anything. As we may have some rain starting to come down, potentially. But we'll just have to hang tight. So we'll take a break here, check out some PSAs while we await a verdict on whether this game is coming back or not. But we'll take a quick break here and let you know when we come back. All right, so back here, it's looking like the verdict on this game is that it's going to be delayed. And so that'll be the score 5-1 with the rain delay. Like I said, forecast not looking good, and I think they're just going to call this one off here. So thank you for joining us in this partial game. Unfortunate that it could not go all the way through, but it's been a pleasure announcing half a game for you tonight, and Koo doing a great job on camera. So for NineNorth Sports, I've been your announcer, Alex Susko, and we'll see you next time in our coverage of Legion Baseball.